So I've been thinking, a lot of people will tell you to draw from life. I think that's a good idea, but I think it kind of gets a bit weird. So I want to talk about eye level. So obviously it's the level you look at something with your eye. Sorry, that was from another video. Um, it's you're looking at something with your eye more often than not. Whatever you're gonna draw is it's based on the way you're looking at it. And I feel like when you're drawing from actual life compared to like from a photo of life, you have to watch out for changing your perspective. Because I feel like, let's say you're trying to draw, let's say I'm saying this horizon is the horizon or eye level. And like if a box was sitting at eye level on the horizon, um, it would just look like a box straight on. And probably the eye at the bottom isn't the best example to keep in. So you have that, right? So let's say we were drawing this box in person, real life, and you sneeze, and now your head is like shifted a bit, right? So you go to draw. Oops. You go to draw again, or you look at your reference. And when you do go to look at your reference again, there could be a bit of a perspective shift. So like before, we were looking at the box straight on, but now let's say we changed our position a little bit, and instead, or I'm going to kind of exaggerate here, we shifted our perspective. And now it's kind of like we're looking at, instead of looking at the box straight on, let's just say we stood up, right? So now we're kind of looking at the box from above, like we're above looking below. So the problem with that is that I feel like you end up ruining what you were drawing. Because you're trying to draw the same thing but from a different perspective. And I feel like a camera kind of could really, like a photo would really help you from that point. Because at that point, I feel like the photo acts as like the eye level in that given moment in time. So there would be like less perspective distortion. And you would be able to focus on drawing the thing you want to draw without having to worry about not keeping your head in the exact same axis without like moving at all or worrying about sneezing. I mean, I feel like probably the traditional artists had to make it work because they didn't have access to a photo. So I always wondered if they had a tool to act as their same exact eye level, So like let's say there was like some way that they could perch their head on something, on a device, to make sure that they're always going to be looking at the subject that they're drawing in the same exact perspective. Like maybe like a perch, like they could put their chin on some type of perch. Like imagine, let's pretend this thing was a head, and like a person is like resting, like their chin would be on this thing, with the whole idea that, or maybe there would be like some type of holder, basically a sight, so that the eye level would always be the same. That was just my theory of what they may have done, to like stop the perspective shifting. But sorry, I keep jumping around. But back to the example that I was at before. We were originally looking at our box straight on, and now we stood up, and now we're not just drawing the front part that we originally saw, because our box was on the eye level. Like originally, you wouldn't be able to see the top plane. Like that wasn't what the person who was drawing this box was seeing before. But because they stood up, it changed their perspective of, their eye level. So I feel like if they were studying something complex, I feel like if they would try to find the exact same eye level that they were already at, it would be really difficult to do. I mean, not impossible, but I feel like they're not going to be able to hit that accuracy to do that thing they were going to draw. So, for a while, I've also have been doing quick sketches, and even in quick sketches, like, you try to hold a bunch of information. You try to do like a fast sketch of it in like 15 to 30 seconds. So I believe the purpose of doing that exercise was to capture the details really fast. So like it's always good to observe your reference photos, but to be able to hold all of that in your head and also get the big picture, that could be challenging. But maybe capturing the high level details and then maybe changing your perspective just a little bit, maybe you can make it work. But I'm not a professional, I'm just a random person on the internet. So take what I say with a grain of salt. Maybe I just haven't drawn enough in nature to really understand the essence of it and how therapeutic it can be. But yeah, that is all I wanted to say. Thank you for listening. This was more of like a rant rather than I don't know, just a rant. Probably because I don't know enough information yet. But yeah, thanks for listening. I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. Bye.